Hello everyone, hope we're all good. And so here is a comparison video on looking at two fans from different ages. So in this video we've got a cheap rechargeable desk fan, and plus a 40-year-old desk fan. Now these two fans are very, very different with themselves. After all, they've both got different quality parts. So the cheap rechargeable desk fan, the quality on this one is clearly not the greatest, because the base is clearly not well made. Same with that. And the front grille on this one isn't the greatest quality either. Blades don't look good either, and that blade pitch is not great at all. And this hasn't even got a motor cover. And so yeah, hasn't even got motor housing either. And so yeah, so this is just a generic cheap 4-speeded rechargeable desk fan. These clearly aren't the greatest. They've got cheap buttons here as well. And it's just generally not the greatest thing. And so yeah, so the cheap rechargeable one isn't good. Whereas this one is a bit more heavier, which is really, really good, which is incredibly good. Grill on this is pretty strong. It's quite strong on this one. Base quality on this one is incredibly good as well. That feels like it's lasted long. Motor housing is incredibly good as well. Again, incredibly good quality. And so yeah. And so yeah. So obviously you know the ones that we're demonstrating. So obviously you're probably very familiar with the ones that we're demonstrating for bad quality and good quality. So you've got my cheap, unknown portable rechargeable desk fan. This I got for my birthday, and this does not have a brand name at all. I do not understand this at all. It's just a cheap thing. I don't know how long it's going to last for. And this fan is incredibly special to me. My 1980s Sultan turbo fan, made by Pifco in Italy in the late 1980s. This was my great-grandma's old fan, and it is an incredibly special fan. And it's a really, really good quality fan as well. Quality on this is absolutely fantastic. And so yeah, these wouldn't have been expensive. They would have been a bit cheaper, but still the quality is pretty good. And so yeah, so the oscillation on this doesn't work anymore, but the head still turns though, because the gearbox has completely worn out, and obviously of its age. So yeah, so my great grandma didn't use this much. She had it out certain hot days. She used to use this certain hot days. So yeah, so even you'll probably have noted, as you know, the oscillating switch itself has gone as well. And so yeah, so these were just incredibly good fans, hugely popular from Pifco. They've just been so it's mainly manufactured by Pifco. It's made and manufactured by Pifco, but it's just been rebranded Sultan. And so yeah, so the cheap rechargeable ones only got 4 speeds. The Sultan's only got 2 speeds. Because it's basically a vintage Pifco 9-inch desk fan. Basically just a vintage Pifco 9-inch desk fan that's full of good technology. And so yeah. So I know the Sultan has got very good quality mains cord as well, and the plug's really well made as well. The mains cord and plug is original. And so yeah, so we can switch them both on, start them on the low speed. And so yeah, so obviously the the Sultan, it is made by Pifco. So obviously the Sultan is the most best one. The Sultan is more powerful, whereas this thing isn't very powerful at all. The Sultan is very powerful, so the Sultan is good, whereas this is pretty bad, unfortunately. And so yeah, so that's the lowest speed setting on both of them. And so yeah, so now we can watch the spin down on both of them. So yeah, the cheap rechargeable one, the blade stopped incredibly quick, whereas the Sultan took a bit more time. And the Sultan is certainly a good old fan. These were hugely popular back then, back in like the late 80s, late 1980s. These were popular, and yeah, I think that's the reason why my great grandma got one of these, because they were so hugely popular. They were so hugely popular, these, and so yeah, and it's just such an incredibly special fan, and I'm so happy I managed to save it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and see ya.